Welcome to Autos Insight, your go-to channel for everything automotive. Today, we're diving into one of the most overlooked yet critical components of your vehicle's drivetrain, the CV axle. If you drive a front-wheel or all-wheel drive vehicle, the CV axle plays a crucial role in transferring power from the transmission to the wheels. But what happens when it starts to go bad? In this video, we'll walk you through the most common symptoms of a failing CV axle and why it's important not to ignore them. One of the first and most obvious signs of a bad CV axle is clicking or popping noises when turning. This is especially noticeable when making sharp turns at lower speeds, like in a parking lot. The clicking usually indicates worn-out CV joints, which are covered by rubber boots. These boots contain grease that keeps the joint lubricated. When the boot cracks or tears, grease leaks out and contaminants like dirt and moisture get in, leading to joint failure over time. If left unchecked, the clicking can become louder and eventually result in a total loss of drive to the wheel. Another common symptom is vibration while driving. A damaged CV axle can become unbalanced, causing vibrations that increase with speed. These vibrations may feel like an unbalanced wheel or warp brake rotor, but tend to be more rhythmic and constant. If your steering wheel or entire vehicle starts shaking, especially during acceleration, the CV axle could be to blame. Ignoring this can lead to damage in other drivetrain components and result in more costly repairs. Grease on the inside edge of your tires or around the wheel well is another clear sign of trouble. This typically comes from a torn CV boot spraying grease as the axle rotates. It might look like splattered oil or dark spots, but it's actually thick axle grease. Once the boot is compromised, dirt enters and accelerates joint wear, so it's best to have it inspected as soon as possible. A clunking sound during acceleration or deceleration can also be linked to a failing CV axle. This usually happens when the inner CV joint is worn. You might feel it more prominently when shifting from drive to reverse or when the suspension compresses. Although it may start as a mild noise, it can escalate quickly and lead to loss of power to the wheels. Lastly, if you notice your vehicle pulling to one side while driving, the axle may be binding up internally. While alignment issues can also cause this, a faulty CV axle creates resistance on one side, throwing the car off balance. This is especially dangerous at high speeds or during emergency maneuvers. In conclusion, a bad CV axle can present through noises, vibrations, grease leaks, and poor handling. These symptoms may start subtle, but they can become severe very quickly if not addressed. Replacing a CV axle is a common repair and much more affordable than the damage it can cause if ignored. If you notice any of these symptoms, have your vehicle inspected by a trusted mechanic. Thanks for watching Autos Insight. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more real-world car advice and troubleshooting tips.